Hi folks! Today we would like to explain to you a little more on how to create an account for your engineers. First of all, you have to log into your account on our website. Now, look out for the tab Accounts and click on it. You will see a screen which lists all your current accounts and this green button, Create Account. Click on it and you will get this screen to enter all new account details. Start with entering your engineer's email address. Please note that your engineer must have access to it. We will send an email with your engineer's username and password to this email address. Should it be wrong, or should your engineer not have access to it, he will not get his username and password. Next, please enter your engineer's username. You are free to create any username you wish. Best practice is to simply enter your engineer's first and last name. Next, please select between branch and engineer. It is important to understand what this stands for, why you have to make this selection, and what its impact will be. If you are working for a smaller service company without any branches, all your engineers will need an account of type engineer. But if you are working for a service company with a few branches, please create first one account per branch office. Then select one of your newly created branch offices on the left panel and create accounts for all your engineers working for that branch office. Next, enter your company's or your branch office's name. This field is for information only and will not be processed any further. But please remember, accounts of type branch allow creating more sub-accounts, while accounts of type engineer do not allow creating any further sub-accounts, and your keys may only be shared between engineers of one branch. In order to check in a key under another branch, this key must first re-check in under your head office. Next, password. You can leave these fields blank and we will create a secure password for your engineer, which he may change later to any password of his choice. Finally, click on Create Account and after a few seconds, you will get an overview of the new account, which you have just created. To see all your accounts, please select your own account on the left-hand panel. Click on the tab Accounts and you will get a list of all your accounts. Well folks, that's all for today about how to create accounts for your engineers. It takes only a few seconds, and it is of course free of charge for you. There are a few substantial benefits from working with individual accounts for your engineers. You will always see which ATMdesk key by serial number your engineer is using, which is mandatory to know in case of theft or loss, and you will have full records of how many licenses of which type your engineer has been using. What is important? The user's email address must be valid and the user must have access to this address. Otherwise, he will not receive the email with his username and password. Should the user forget his username or his password, he may retrieve them using the Forgot Your Username or Password function, which will also send a link to the user's email address. Type of account. While branches may create accounts, engineers may not create any further accounts. You may build a complete tree structure from corporate office, country offices, branch offices, and finally for your engineers. But please remember, keys may only be shared between engineers of one branch office. In order to share keys between branch offices, these keys must first re-check in under your corporate head office. Enable account. This switch must be on, but when your engineers leave your company, simply turn this switch off, and the engineer will have no further access to this account. Allow download. This switch should be on to allow your engineer to always download the current version of our ATMdesk software. If you do not want your engineers downloading our ATMdesk software, simply set this switch to off. There are more ATMdesk tutorial videos available. How to check in your ATMdesk key, how to download licenses from your account into your key, how to transfer licenses from your account to one of your engineer's accounts, and how to transfer license from your account directly to your engineer's key. Wishing you lots of success with ATMdesk, diagnostic software for NCR ATMs.